So today we are up near the Royal Albert Hall. So there's the Imperial College, London, which is just kind of around the back of the Royal Albert Hall, just around the corner from the Science Museum. Every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. they have a really good, high quality farmers market. And I popped across here serendipitously. We kind of stumbled across here walking around a couple of weeks ago, and it just looked fab. A lot of stuff that you wouldn't see or I hadn't seen in a lot of other markets, and a lot of these are very independent. They come from their own farmland, they use their own animals to make their own product. So yeah, I thought we would have a look around today and see what we can get into. So I have nipped over and it looks like there's a good turnout. So I would say there's only one thing left to do, which is, you know me, time to eat.
For us, it be very, very fun.
Good man.
Hi guys, how you doing? Want to try some? So we have our beautiful British pork. You can do sandwiches or salads. You can add potatoes. You can add duck egg if you wish. Or if you just want meat only, or choose your individual items, you can do. No worries. Do you want to try a little bit? Yeah. You've already tried it. You want to taste, guys?
So first stop, guys, at this farmers market is Pigling Street. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but that is one huge slab of rotisseried British pork belly, a duck egg, and then it's topped with some mustard mayo, some lettuce, some pickles, gherkins, and red cabbage. Right, everywhere. So that pork is really good. It is super rich, even richer than with that duck egg being added. It is not. It is not easy to eat. The pork is really tender, really juicy. There's a lot in one sandwich to try and eat. Duck egg adds a lot of creaminess, extra richness, and then you got those sweet pickles just to help cut through. I mean, the pork is ridiculously good. Like, let's see if I can snap a piece off here. I am still here, bear with me. Look at that crispy skin. juicy pork. It's not overly salty either. Some places that do the pork will over salt that skin, and as it rotates, that salt soaks into the meat and it can get really salty. Just the right amount of seasoning in there. Taste the pork, you can taste the fat, you can really taste the pickles. That mustard mayo, I'd like a little more kick in the mustard. It's delicious, don't get me wrong, absolutely not faulting it. I personally like a strong mustard. It isn't for everyone, so obviously I appreciate that you can't make a mustard that strong when you're catering for that many people. But I would personally just have a good dollop of like English mustard, something a bit strong, something to get your nose hairs prickling up at the back of your head. Delicious sandwich, and it's only £9. Like, it's not an expensive sandwich. It's £9 for the pork, and then it's an extra £1.50 for a duck egg, which at the moment with the price of eggs in the country is an absolute steal, charging only £1.50 for a duck egg. They're probably buying it in for not much less than that, to be fair. So again, a great addition. I strongly recommend having the duck egg with it. All in all, that is a fab sandwich. It is very hefty, it is very stodgy, it is very filling. You'll probably want to have a nap at your desk when you go back to work after lunch. However, it is something I will strongly recommend. You have to try at this market, and it is something a bit different as well. So yeah, strongly recommend.
Hi guys.
Even you can make one for me now.
I'm gonna have a headache.
So next up was Two Lads Kitchen. I don't know how you can see me well here. I'll just move you a bit. Just have to crouch down for you guys. So next up was Two Lads Kitchen. They do Afghani street food. So I've got their chicken wrap with hot sauce, yogurt, and then inside there they've got seasoned potatoes. Now the seasoned potatoes are actually like a crushed potato, so boiled, crushed by hand with some seasoning in there, not a French fry like you get in like a Greek wrap. I haven't seen too much Afghani food. I know there's a place in Camden that do it. I'm not sure if it's the same guys, but these guys selling absolutely tons of this chicken thigh, and they're really nice guys. They gave me a can of Coke, so obviously if you're watching this, guys, thanks very much for the Coke. It was actually quite needed after a long walk to get here. So let's give it a go. So straight off the bat, you get that taste of the yogurt. Chicken's very mild, very well seasoned, but nice and mild. The potato adds a little, I don't want to say stodge, but a little like denseness to it, so it becomes quite a big hearty meal rather than having a French fry. It just adds a little crunch, but the potato actually adds a good substance to it. The herb sauce is delicious as well. Lots of mint. Nice balance against the yogurt. Absolutely delicious. That chicken is really juicy. They use a skinless and boneless thigh. And obviously, thigh being that brown meat really helps to retain moisture in the cooking rather than a breast that can dry out very, very quick. The bread, like a flatbread. Looks like maybe there's like a wholemeal flour. It's not like a plain white flour, which gives an extra flavour to it. But all in all, that is a delicious, delicious wrap. If these were around the corner to me, I'd probably eat one every day. But anyway, I'm going to finish this up and see what else we can get. Okay guys, look at what I've just found down here. See under there? I'm just messing. Hit that like and subscribe. So I have made a bit of a mess of it carrying it, so obviously some of the pork's fallen out, but this is a Filipino inspired bao bun with pork shoulder and pork belly. Got some sesame seeds, coriander, crispy onions. The bun itself is a steamed bao as normal, but they add a vegetable juice into it that gives it that slightly green colour. I've just had a little dab of the sauce that's on that pork and it is bloody delicious, so I'm looking forward to eating this. And yeah, let's see. So next up was Harlem to Manila for their pork bun. Now there's a piece that just does not want to stay in there, but look at all the crustiness on there, on that pork belly. They have a little grill where they grill it up, and then once it's cooked they kind of chop it up and put it into like a bain-marie to keep it juicy. Possibly the best bite in the market. All the darkness on that pork belly, as you can imagine, is just flavour. It is charred, a little bitter from the smoke, and then the pork is just fatty, juicy, a little spice from the sauce. I'm making a mess of this. I've left it too long and the bao is split because of all the juice coming out of it. That is packed. I mean packed full of flavour. The bao isn't the softest some that I've had. Could be maybe the addition of that vegetable juice, which has nice chew. Still a good vessel for the pork belly. It's finished with what's called an adobonaise, like a Filipino mayonnaise. Can't quite tell what's in there, but there's definitely some vinegar in it. I'm just eating all the pork. That is a phenomenal bit of pork. I know I say phenomenal a lot, but if something's phenomenal, what else do you say? In the comments below, put down your word of choice for something that's phenomenal. See if you've got something that's a bit better than phenomenal, so I can break it up. Did I say phenomenal? Oh. If I like any of them, I might put them in the next video. And we'll see. On to the next one. Okay, so onto something sweet. We went to Cake Hole, and they have an abundance of different types of brownies: red velvet cake, tiramisu cake, Victoria sponge, just everything. So I went for the sticky nut brownie. I got no napkins, so I'm trying to use the bag to protect my fingers. Wow, that is sweet. That is packed with nuts as well. The nuts certainly help break up that sweetness. You can see just how stodgy that is. It's kind of like brownie pieces mixed with nuts and stuck together with like a caramel fudge. That is good. A little dollop of clotted cream at home now on a spoon with that, and I'll be dead for a week. Oh. Oh. I don't feel the sugar coursing through my veins already.
So £8.50. Hey.
Hi there, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Just gonna top up this one.
Right, so I've just got back from the market at Imperial College. I have from Bramble Type Fruit Farm. This is an organic apple juice, right? So I'm gonna see what it's like. I'm just opening it now. There's a lot of sediment, so obviously it's gonna be, oh, okay, that just smells. That is delicious. That is just literally like pure pressed apple. Sweet, but it's not like artificially sweet. It's just refreshing, and then it gets a little like sticky from the sugar. I also have an organic chili sauce. Now, anyone that don't knows me knows I like a chili sauce. Not hugely spicy. Kick comes in a little bit after. Very sweet. So it's got some apple in there, some chilies in there, some onion, sugar, vinegar, apple cider vinegar. It's a really nice balance. It is definitely a chili sauce that would go really well with like a cheese or in a sandwich of some description. So I absolutely love these two from Bramble Tea Farm. They are based in East Sussex. It's at Forest Row. It's their fruit farm, and they have a load of produce. They actually have really good mushrooms over there, lettuce. They do like jars of pears. They currently have some elderflower cordial because that's in season. They've got a few other fruit presses that they have as well. And I should imagine as the seasons change, where we're coming into cherries pretty soon, should imagine they'll probably have some kind of a cherry product there as well. So all together, fabulous product. And the fact that is you don't see them too much in markets, not them specifically, but a lot of the markets in London that I go to obviously tend to all just be street food, what you can eat on the go. Whereas there was a couple of suppliers that were selling produce to take away. And then finally, Giselle Richardson sell posh wagon wheels, which I didn't get, and then they sell boxes of macaroons. So they do a pack of, I think it's 3 macaroons for £5, and 8 macaroons for 12. So of course I went for the 8. I have a picture on my phone of what all these are. But they have like cherry, they have chocolate, salted caramel. I believe they have gooseberry and lavender. So I'm going to go for the one that I know exactly what it is. It's chocolate. Now, actually, I'll be honest, when we stumbled across this market, like I said in the intro a couple of weeks ago, this was the only place I stopped at because we were on our way to Mercato Mayfair, walking through Hyde Park, and we stumbled across it and we were like, well, we'll have a look just to see what it's like, and if it's any good, we'll go back there to film. So we stopped and had some macaroons. These are just the chocolate macaroons. They're delicious because the cream filling that I found is not too sweet in all of the ones I've had. Some of them are quite sharp, and it really does help with obviously that sweet macaron on the outside. But again, there is a lot of sugar. You can't deny that. It's what it is. It's part of its makeup. However, the balance between the sugar and the rest of the ingredients is so nice that it doesn't feel that it's that sweet. So you could eat a few of these before you really do start to feel that sugar. Others, you have one and your face is all tied up and you're like, oh my God, it's so sweet. These are sweet, yes, but the filling has a nice balance, a real freshness. Some have a real zing. It really does balance them out. But delicious. I got 7 more to go. I'm not going to eat them all on camera because A, I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel sick after eating that many. B, you don't want to see me eat that many. You know, maybe you do, but that's another video. Put it in the comment if you want to see me eat more than 1 macaroon. But yeah, that's it. Back to me at the market for the outro. So I thought I'd come home and open these up at home in the comfort here rather than trying to eat them on the street with giant glass bottles and brown paper bags. I'd look like an alcoholic. But yeah, back to me for the outro. Take care. So what can I say? I am finished at the market and I am heading home, and that was a treat. Everybody there that's working pretty much own the businesses, so you very rarely find, like when you go to other markets obviously that are permanent, you find staff there just kind of working, and they're all lovely, not a problem. But when you find little markets like this that just pop up a certain day or a couple of days a week, you find that the people working there are people that are closer to the owners or the owners, so they're much more interactive, much more passionate about what they're selling because it's their own product. And yeah, it's just fab to sort of meet people who rear their own animals to sell, grow their own vegetables, make their own organic apple juices and fermented pickles and juices and chili sauces and stuff like that. So I strongly recommend it. It's literally only, like, if you're ever visiting London and you happen to be here on a Tuesday and you happen to be at the Science Museum, it's just around the corner, or corner of Hyde Park, Natural History Museum, Royal Albert Hall, Science Museum. They're all very, very nearby. So strongly recommend popping in. It's only like a 5-minute walk from South Kensington Tube. And yeah, been an absolute blast. It's nice to be back in the UK and film after having filmed in Greece recently. So if you haven't checked out that channel, that series, I'll put the link below for you to go and check out the Athens series. I will have just released a full 1 hour long series video of all the videos linked together in one, so you don't have to sort of find the other ones to watch. And yeah, obviously hit that like, subscribe and bell button. It helps me out no end as I'm going forward and I'm trying to grow the channel. And yeah, hopefully see you at the next one. Take care.